Okay. I just want to double check that I do have the lens cap off. And yeah, I do. I'm just doing an experiment right now with nighttime filming with my Nikon P900 CoolPix. I have the setting up at the highest, for to gather brightness. I see nothing through the viewfinder, nothing. It's black. I was hoping that I'd be able to use this at nighttime. Okay, there's, I don't know if you see anything at all. The moon is back there behind the trees. Okay, alright, there we go. There's the neighbors. I can see a little bit of light in the viewfinder. Zooming in on it. I'll go up, look up on the hill towards the moon at the horizon. It's a overcast night anyway. It's not light, not very much moonlight at all. I was really hoping to be able to use this, that it would gather at least a little bit of light for some nighttime filming whenever I'm out on a research trip. Okay, I've gone 180 degrees, and okay, that light that you see in the center of the screen, that's the neighbor. About, I don't know, about 600, there we go, about 600, 700 yards away, something like that. I hear another neighbor using a mower. It's about 9:30 at night. Yeah, I am really disappointed. I was truly hoping to be able to see something. Yeah, again, I'm scanning this over towards the horizon where I should be able to see something. Maybe whenever I put this up on the computer screen, I might be able to make out the horizon on the hill. My neighbor's starting up the tractor. That's a ways away though. What you call country neighbors. Houses here are pretty far apart, which is the way I prefer. Well, it's supposed to be rainy for the next few days. Maybe we'll try it again on a night with clear skies, full moon, something with a little bit more light. But I'm really disappointed. This just, I can't afford night vision or thermal. That's just not in the cards. This camera is, I can't remember when I got it, 5 years ago or so. It's a Nikon P900 CoolPix. I love it. The zoom, it's 83 times zoom. I have to, whenever I'm zooming it out that far though, I have to have it stabilized by something, something stable. I do have a tripod, but whenever I was out on the research trip, the last one, I didn't bring the tripod along because it just, the less gear to carry around, the better. But I do have a walking stick, and I've read how to make your walking stick into a monopod. So I may dig up that web link again and see about doing that. Okay. I don't know if you can make out the cars that went past on the road up above, up on the hill above us. I couldn't see the headlights through my view screen, so I don't know if it showed up on here or not. Again, I'll find out whenever I bring it up on the computer screen, just how much is visible. But, okay, here's a little bit of light coming through. Let's see. And there's Sinead coming out of the garage door. And I see nothing but blackness now. But alright. Well, I guess that's enough for this experiment. And we'll download this video onto the computer. And we'll see exactly what is visible, what isn't. And what I can sell in order to get a night vision. Because that's what I'm having to do. That's how I went on the trip. I dug through the boxes and bins and sold a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we moved here about a year ago. And a lot of stuff is just that. It's, I've found out that it's just stuff. Haven't used it. Haven't needed it in years. A lot of decorative stuff. Antiques. Books. I was a book dealer for quite a long time. And worked at an antique shop. So I do have a little bit of a collection that I can dig through, throw some more stuff up on eBay, and we'll go from there. I night vision I was looking on Amazon about $289, $300, something like that. Saw some stuff from China that I could pick up for $10, but I kind of doubt that that'll be any good. But I despise begging for donations. I truly do. That's why I prefer to offer things up for sale on my page. You know, I don't know, it's just the way that I am. You know, I'll continue to, put a few things up on the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project group page. And anyone's interested in purchasing them, I am very, very grateful. I've got t-shirts up there. Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project logo t-shirts. I've got a few other things that I've put up there. But I'm grateful for anyone who purchases any of those things, and because it does help. Every little bit helps. We've got a camping trip coming up in July, mid-July. This is our Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project meet and greet campout at Cook Forest State Forest Campground. July 13 and 14, and then the 15th is a Sunday. That's basically pack up and head home day. But it'll be an experiment to see how well this campout goes. We'll see what happens. If it goes well, with all the speakers, because we do have a bunch of really good speakers lined up, and quite happy about that. I think we have so far about 7 speakers, well, including myself. And so I've had to start, originally I was just going to have the speakers on Saturday, but I think that we'll have 1 or 2 of them on Friday also, Friday afternoon, the 13th. And then we'll go from there. Right now I'm just winging it. I've said I'd much rather it's planning a huge event like this. It's not something I enjoy. I've had to do huge family reunions before, plan and hold and wrangle everyone, all the guests, and their taste in food and so on and so forth. But the one thing that I will enjoy is meeting everyone. I'm looking forward to that, and speaking with everyone, listening to your stories, to what's happened to you with your encounters. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Marie will be there also. We'll We'll listen, we'll help however we can. And I just want this to be an enjoyable weekend, for everyone to have fun. And then we'll see about next year what goes on. I can hear the spring peepers. I don't know if you can hear them. They're at the bottom of the hill. There's a creek down there at the bottom of my property. Just a very, very small creek. More of a runoff, basically. But it's spring fed, so I would say call it a creek. Okay, there's another vehicle going through. I see no headlights through the viewfinder. But, we'll try this again. I'll wait for an evening whenever it's cloudless, more clear sky, and see if this, if this will pick up a little bit more light. I've got this at the highest setting that I could in order to gather whatever available light there is. I was really hoping for more, though, because there's a tree line there where I saw a Bigfoot walking down the hill just inside the tree line. He was walking behind. First I noticed the deer trotting down. There's a game trail up there. And then behind them I saw Bigfoot walking down behind them, cutting through. But up, like I said, up there, there's a game trail, and there's also a pretty big tree that has some pretty solid branches that I'm fairly certain is a sentinel tree, because last spring I heard what's called the bionic bird call from up there. There's a dog barking back there. Last night I heard the coyotes going, and they may set off again tonight, a little bit later. I'll come out again in a couple hours, take Sinead out to do her business before going to bed. Another dog barking. The guy's still mowing his yard. Alright, I'm going to shut this down, and I'll upload it tomorrow. And sorry that you're not really seeing anything. We've got a motion sensor light. Right now I'm pointing this down at the bottom of my property at the corner of the house. There's a motion sensor light on that end of the house. It's 500 lumens. I wanted the brightest that I could get for motion sensor, and it's fairly sensitive. Rabbits, there's a lot of deer that they cut across down there at the bottom of the property, so it must catch the extreme edge of the sensor for the light, because it does set it off. And the dog will bark, and I can hear her barking, and every so often I'll hear, something trotting through. But right now nobody's going through. No one's cutting through. But okay, anyway, this will be a rather boring video for the YouTube channel, and I do apologize for that. It's more of an experiment to see, just how much or how little light that this is able to pick up, at nighttime. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night and a good day, great weekend. We're supposed to have a rainy weekend, so I'm not going to be able to get the rest of my garden in this weekend, unfortunately. So that'll wait until things dry up again. But I hope everyone has a great time, and Memorial Day weekend's coming up also. Have a wonderful, happy, and safe Memorial Day with your family and friends. And I do thank you. I thank you all for subscribing to my YouTube channel, for liking, commenting, for jumping on the group and joining my group. And please comment, on the group page. Tell us about your encounters, share information, ask questions. That's what we're there for. We're all there to learn. The more we share, the more we learn. That's the way it goes. That's the way that I've always been with my group. And it irritates me to no end about some of the larger organizations that hoard basically all of their information. I've heard about sightings in my area, and I've tried my doggonest to get a little bit more details as to where, the exact location of some of these sightings, and I can't. They won't share. They will not share. I'd like to take a look at the locations, see if there's possible game trails or even recent activity yet. Who knows? But no, that's not the way that I run my group. We'll share information. You want to learn more? That's what we're for. That's what we're out to do also, is to learn more. Okay, here's most likely the medevac helicopter coming from Jameson Hospital in Newcastle. Probably heading to one of the Pittsburgh hospitals. Okay, well, again, I keep saying That's about it, but yeah, I'm gonna end it on that note. I'm gonna have to back up here to the doorway so I can actually see the right button so I can shut this off. Alright, take care, guys, and we'll try this again on another night with a little bit more moonlight. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.